Treasures, brought to you by the Bowling Proprietors Association and a bowling center near you.
Hi, welcome to Rock River Lanes and Family Treasures. And now, here's Janny.
Yay! All right. You know, you're the first bowling center person who, like, gave me a fanfare and everything. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Pleasure to have you here.
Oh, it's just exciting. We've had some pretty cool stuff down here, but everybody's too chicken here in Fort Atkinson. I see they're all running off, getting their appraisals and taking off on us, you know?
I see that happening, yeah.
Yeah, now that one lady better not have left. I even sang to her. She wanted to go home and watch American Idol, and I said, da, 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 da. So just welcome to Family Treasures Show. This week we are at Rock River Lanes in Fort Atkinson, and Rock River Lanes, this is one of the most promotingest bowling centers I have come across, and after working with you, I can see why. I mean, you guys are like a well-oiled machine over here.
Well, thank you.
Nothing seems to stress you out, or one appraiser was a little late, and it's like, well, I hope she didn't get hurt, and, you know, so, I mean, that's the main thing. Tell us what sets Rock River Lanes apart, and a little bit about you. I know you have Cosmic Bowling. What the heck is Cosmic Bowling?
Cosmic Bowling is like bowling in a disco from years ago. Everything glows in the dark, and the bowling balls, the lanes, everything glows in the dark. If you wear a white shirt, it really stands out. And we've got
neat.
a bunch of special lights that swirl around, and then we turn the jukebox up, and everybody has a great time.
So does anybody get dizzy and end up bopping it over to other lanes or something?
No, we don't let that happen.
What the heck show was I watching? I think it was the old Sybil show. Sybil and Marianne go bowling, and their way is they call like different things, like they have to spin around and then, or blindfolded and then throw it, or under their legs and this kind of thing. So,
We get people that do that. It gets to be pretty fun around here, absolutely.
I'll bet it does. Now, you also have birthday parties.
We have birthday parties for children, absolutely, and they can do them with or without the bumpers. We have bumpers on all 16 of our lanes with automatic scoring, so people don't have to worry about keeping their own score.
And
a lot
that's
of time
huge.
That's intimidating.
That is very intimidating.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things I could never figure out, how to keep score on that. You got 16 lanes out here. We've all had, well, my camera person, poor Tabby's still waiting for her food now. She ordered too late. 2 hours she's had to order some food, and no, should have done that when we first walked in, kiddo. So that's all right. This is a short segment. You have senior bowling, you have junior bowling. Are you part of the school program in this community where the kids come?
We are. We do have a number of schools that do come here. We try to be as much involved in the community as possible, and we've got many programs from open play to league bowling, and getting ready to start up our summer programs. So if
I was just going to ask you that. A lot of, you know, this summer is a slower time, of course,
Absolutely.
with festivals and that kind of thing.
Yep.
So what are your summer hours for folks for open bowling and that?
Well, we're going to try to have open bowling every evening during the week, Tuesday through Saturday.
Wow.
We'll probably be closed on Sunday and Monday because those are slower days for us. So.
Sure, and you need a little R&R for getting back into your
Absolutely.
season.
I want to get on the golf course this summer as much as everybody else.
Oh, man, don't even talk to me about that. Yeah, my sound man's like, yay. So that's Rock River Lanes again. We're in Fort Atkinson. Got to do a couple of my on-set shameless plugs here. And first of all, I want to talk about my outfit from Forget Me Not Boutique on Main Street in Menominee Falls. And Sandy over there can dress you up. Now, Easter's coming. She can get you a beautiful Easter outfit from casual and dressy, plus to petites, and I'm not telling you this week either where I'm falling in there. Also, Marvelous Mailboxes on Appleton Avenue in Menominee Falls. You can shop online at marvelousmailboxes.com or call her the old-fashioned way at 262-255-8181. So there we go, and I love this antique car that we've got this week. Last week we had a fish that would have taken up your whole countertop.
It was this big.
Now, I know my appraisers, I told you, you were supposed to bolt these babies down. This is why we're using them on the set, because my appraisers are salivating and want to steal your barrel chairs.
Barrel furniture, yes.
Yeah. This was your mom's, you said,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It came from, actually, my mom's husband had it down in his basement, and my stepfather, who's he's in a home now, but that was part in her home, and she didn't really have much room for it anymore, and it's such a beautiful set that we wanted to kind of let people enjoy it, so we brought it down here, and it's a real good conversation piece.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, and to have so many pieces that match is really unusual.
Very heavy stuff, very very durable.
Yeah, except I know that this does turn, that
does
you warned me
turn,
about ahead
yeah.
of time, because otherwise I would have leaned on it and gone zoop. So
I think they did that so it could be a little more mobile if you needed to slide it around from
I think it's
place to
just
place, but,
wonderful.
yeah.
No, I think we got about 1 minute left, don't I? Do I have another minute left? Some of the benefits, you know, the Bowling Proprietors Association, of course, is backing this up, and I'm working with all the different centers throughout Wisconsin in the next 3 months or so. I mean, bowling is really something that people kid about, well, it's exercise, but there really is, it is good exercise.
There is good exercise value in it. It does burn 250 calories an hour. I mean, it's been proven.
Wow.
It is more of a sport than people think. Plus, it's a lifetime sport. Anybody can do it. Do
That's
it to
really
have fun.
true. And a lot like golf, too, you're playing against yourself. It's to beat your
Sure,
own odds,
absolutely.
you know? So I would think that that's a big part of it.
I've enjoyed it my entire life.
Well, you grew up in the business, didn't you?
Absolutely. I've been in the business for 20 years, and my mom got me started when I was 3 years old bowling.
I talked to the guy, actually, who you worked for in high school.
Merle Draper.
Yes, sir, down in Burlington area.
That's
Isn't that where
correct.
he's at?
Yep.
Yeah. I had a nice chat with him, and he goes, well, for another few bucks, I'll tell you what he said about you, Rick. No.
Well, he probably gave you 2 versions.
All nice things.
Good.
It's so cute when I'm working with all these different bowling centers. Family entertainment centers really is
Pretty
what
much,
they've become.
absolutely,
in
because we
the
have
last-
more to offer than just bowling.
Yeah, I mean, that really is it.
Right.
So I've really gotten my lesson in that it's family entertainment centers or bowling centers or this kind of thing. No longer is it the bowling
Alley, right.
You know? But it's cute. I'm in the loop now, so I'm hearing all these stories. Like I'm going to be I'm going from Sheridan Lanes over to Watertown Bowl, and he says, ask Bob about night golfing, and you know, all these silly stories I'm getting. A reminder that in the upcoming weeks, you can bring your treasures out to Plaza Bowling Center in Racine. That's on April 16th. That's on Durand Avenue, exit Highway 11. April 23rd, we are at Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. Wednesday, April 30th, Olympic Lanes on South 27th Street in Milwaukee. And May 7th, we're on our home turf. We're back in Oconomowoc at Plank Road Bowling Center. And I know we've got the guy here from the newspaper, and he's got some cool stuff that he's going to be showing. And what is his name again?
I don't remember.
Is it Tom?
What's that?
What's your name?
Jim Saturday.
Okay, we're going to have you on in a few minutes. We got to plug this local paper down here because you have been just wonderful to work with. You've done a lot of promotion for him, and I appreciate that. We are again at Rock River Lanes, Fort Atkinson, and we'll be back with Family Treasures right after this. Make the moment the memory with a trophy or award from Alberti's Trophies and Awards on 74th and Greenfield in West Dallas. 414-774-2444. A&J Sewing and Vac Center of Watertown is known in the area for quality sales and service of sewing machines and vacuum cleaners. Bags, belts for every make and model. Call A&J Sewing and Vac Center at 920-261-7339.
Welcome to Book Solid, the best little magazine store anywhere. We have over 3,000 titles of magazines right on Greenfield Avenue at 70th Street. Come in anytime.
Hi, my name is Todd Stair, Vice President of Hare Environmental Incorporated, the area's largest installer of septic systems and mound systems. The Hare family is in their 4th generation in the plumbing industry, specializing in the design, installation, and maintenance of every type of septic and mound system. We do replacement systems, new construction systems for residential and commercial applications. We've also written a book, and we've just updated with an additional chapter on the new plumbing code that is directly related to septic systems, and also a troubleshooting chapter on how you can troubleshoot your septic systems as well. For any information or for a copy of our free book, call Hare Environmental at 262-968-2550 or visit our website at hareenvironmental.com.
Creative Flooring, your Carpets Plus retailer in Oconomowoc. What does Carpets Plus mean to you? First, national buying power. That equals greater value. Second, local ownership. That means trust and integrity. At Creative Flooring, we add character to your floors.
For dependable service, you can depend on Dean. At Kolb's Auto Repair in Ixonia, we service both foreign and domestic vehicles. 920-262-2237.
Hi, I'm Kate from PS Seasoning and Spices in downtown Iron Ridge. We have over 200 spices for cooking, baking, and sausage making. Just give us a call at 1-800-328-8313.
Memory Junction. Visit Waukesha County's premier scrapbook store for all your scrapbook and rubber stamps needs. You'll find friendly service, hundreds of acid-free papers and stickers galore, dozens of scrapbook tools and supplies, a die-cut machine, and much, much more. Memory Junction on Silvernail Road in Pewaukee.
Welcome back to Family Treasures here on PAX TV. I'm Janny Lee, and we are coming to you from Rock River Lanes in Fort Atkinson this week. You know, we're working in conjunction with the Bowling Proprietors Association of Wisconsin, so we are going to be at a bowling center near you looking at your family treasures. Free appraisals, come on out. The cool ones get to be on TV. And Rock River Lanes again in Fort Atkinson. For any information on the cosmic bowling or birthday parties, bumper bowling, whatever you want to know about Rock River Lanes, I would recommend the food. You can call Rick at 920 563-9511. Upcoming weeks, April 16th, we're at Plaza Bowling Center on Durand Avenue, which is Highway 11 in Racine. April 23rd at Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. April 30th, Olympic Lanes on South 27th Street in Milwaukee. And May 7th, our home turf of Plank Road Bowling Center, Oconomowoc. Sharon Wendland is with me, Chris from the Hartford Antique Mall, and John from
Daily Jefferson County Union.
Daily Jefferson County Union. You have been so wonderful to Rick. I sent the press release out here, and I've heard it's run at least 3 times, and you're doing shots, and we sure appreciate the local press working with us. Now, I'll let the ladies talk about what you brought in tonight,
What John brought in is a set of Norman Rockwell posters from 1943. And he has all 4 freedoms. Anybody who knows anything about Norman Rockwell knows the freedom from fear, the freedom from want. It's kind of hard to hold these up. And this is freedom of speech, right? And then the last is worship. And you said your dad got these. And it is creased up because, probably you sent away for them and they were creased up when you got them.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
I was just a little kid.
How dare you? Just a baby. You and I talked about these before Chris got here, and then Chris and I talked about these. And when I looked at them in this condition, I said, and I do collect World War II home front things, so I do going to a lot of military shows. I was looking at $100 a piece. Then you had said you saw them on the road show, which of course makes all of our eyeballs spin around backwards. Right. Because we call the road show a land called every dealer's fantasy. Yeah. And they saw it, $4,000 for this set. And when I told that, her eyeballs rolled around too. So Chris can add some too, because she has had these in her shop as well.
We've had a couple of these in the shop, and the dealer had a tough time getting, and they were in mint shape, they were framed. And I think she had a real tough time getting $150 for them. Yeah.
But that's still a pretty good find.
Oh, yeah. I know. They're wonderful. But unfortunately, you've got a lot of staining here. They haven't been, but with paper, they're very picky. Your collectors are picky.
The other thing, too, is when you have a print, it's not one of a kind. These were mass-produced and people sent for them free.
But they make them small.
Yeah, and you have some newer Rockwell, and normally, the Rockwell things don't go for tons of money because there is so much out there, especially in the 70s when people started to get nostalgic for some of his images. Then they came out on plates, on posters, on mugs, and anything, pencil tops, whatever. You could get anything.
You get it.
So then it's a little, those things are really very minimal.
The magazine we subscribe to is Saturday Post.
Yeah.
Steadily.
And I love these, but
Do you still have them?
Those would be, the magazines are worth more. But especially the April Fool's one. Now we're right around April Fool's where everything's wrong.
Why they're so valuable? Because fools like me threw them away.
That's right. Well, after you read them, you used them out in the outhouse.
Don't be funnier than us, John.
I think I even had the first Superman comic.
Now that,
Ooh, $7,000 there.
Yeah. But I would say, to have these preserved, and I told you to contact somebody to get them preserved. And if you're interested in selling them, contact like the Norman Rockwell museums or things like that might be looking for something like this, because they are tough to sell. Or go to a Badger military show where the people are looking for this era.
Now, what about the book you brought in?
Well, the book is interesting. He was telling me that he liked the author, and this is science fiction.
Well, it's fantasy and horror.
Fantasy and horror. I like science fiction better.
Yeah, right.
And it was signed by the author.
It's all about you, Chris. So.
And it is a first edition. And it's kind of interesting. He said that a while ago that he was told it was worth about $175. And I told him, I says, with the first edition, having the author sign it, seeing $2.50, which was the original price, figure to $250.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going to be safe there.
Yeah,
Great.
He was a Sauk City writer. He was from Sauk City, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Right, yeah. I had heard of
Very
him.
famous writer.
Yeah.
Wisconsin writer.
Yep.
He did a lot of writing, but this is...
And, really depending on, because that's a big thing right now, especially, more in the sci-fi thing. They would be people looking for that, especially with a signature.
Let's, we got
let's
about
move
3
on.
minutes
Yeah,
in this
let's get-
segment, so let's start with this lady, but I have a feeling that we're going to have
There
to
you
go
go,
again to
Jen.
the next
Thanks.
segment with her.
Yep.
A reminder that we're coming to you today on Family Treasures from Rock River Lanes in Fort Atkinson.
Oh, and here's our assistant.
920-563-9511. Sharon,
this is so
how do
sweet.
folks get a hold of you?
Laughlin Appraisal Service, 873-4619, area code 608, because I'm in the Madison area.
And
So-
Chris is from the Hartford Antique Mall, and her number
262-673-2311.
Excellent.
We'll talk about these because we only have a few minutes, and then we'll get out the cute little blue willow ones because we can talk about that more.
So you're going to bump into
So-
two segments there. What's your
Yeah.
name?
My name is Karen.
Karen, great.
Karen, and these were family pieces.
Yes, that was for my great-grandmother.
And what she has is a set of dinnerware, 1920s, 30s era from Czechoslovakia. We know that because there was no Czechoslovakia earlier than that, really. After World War II, we got that country. And, you know, Chris, you want to talk about it? Because
Well, we were talking about Chinaware, and especially, this is really a tough sell.
Now leave it down here or hold it this
Oh,
way
yeah.
so
Yeah,
Gabby
wait,
can get
wait,
a
here.
shot on it. You
I don't
fidget
care
too
how
much.
wonderful the pattern is. For some ungodly reason, we don't entertain anymore. We just bring out the Tupperware and go for it.
Regardless of what Martha Stewart says.
Yeah, so it's really tough to sell a whole set. And I was telling her that we've had sets come in that are beautiful, and the only way they can sell them is to price them individually because nobody's interested in a whole set.
Yeah, people want to
So-
buy, like I was telling you, people want to fill up sets that they inherited from grandma because nobody goes out and buys a place setting for
Not
6
anymore.
and all that because nobody entertains. But you inherit a set, you're like, well, I'll fill in some dishes. So, you know, if you go to sell it, they do sell better per piece than
Right, and your
than the
serving
whole group.
pieces are always good.
Yeah.
That I have to tell
And
you.
cups. Everybody breaks cups. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but it's a nice set, and I know people out there all have grandma's dishes, and they're all wondering if it's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
So
So
what
probably
is the
as
value?
a set of 6 with serving pieces, if you tried to sell it as a set, $200, and that would, you know, that'd be pushing it. If you price them individually, you're going to make
You're going to
more
get
money.
more.
Yeah. Oh
Unfortunately,
yeah.
you'll probably
You'll get a
double your
lot
money.
more.
Yeah, double it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's the way to go then.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
No, you're
Wow.
supposed to keep this as a
Or sell it to a person who sells replacement pieces, and then they
Right.
double it.
Now I've been telling Rick we're going to talk about her next stuff in the
Yes.
next segment. We got about a half a minute here. This barrel furniture that he has got the complete set of, I said my antique appraisers are like drooling about this, and I believe this came from his mom's house, and unbelievable.
Well, depending on the area, people are drooling. I'm from the Madison area, and retro is big, big, big. My daughter has a whole set of retro stuff. She would just die for this furniture.
But
This
what
is
about in the
awesome
Hartford
stuff.
area? Because
she's
I found
probably
that-
going, I don't think so.
You know,
No,
it's funny
it wouldn't be as hot.
because I didn't know until a few weeks ago, as you guys were praising things that, like you
Area.
said, the regional things, like dolls are
Right.
hotter in Madison than they are. You said
Right.
dolls aren't that hot right now.
This also on the West Coast would be, you know,
Oh,
very
yes.
popular. Yes.
Well,
get
we're
in
going to
your
be
truck and
back with
drive.
more and some more of the glassware and that here on Family Treasures on PAX TV right after this.
Forget Me Not Boutique. Unique clothing for that special woman or special clothing for that unique woman. Why don't you stop in and be the judge? Petites, Missy, and Blesses. Forget Me Not Boutique on Main Street in Menominee Falls. Performance, safety, durability, comfort, and warranty. Just a few of the reasons you should make your next boat a Princecraft from Dave's Turf and Marine, Highway 16, east of Watertown.
Hi, I'm Mike of MT Auto Sales. You're easy to find, easy to deal, no pressure car buying. So come on down to MT Auto Sales and let Mikey sell you a car.
J&S Floor Covering in Ashippun, providing quality service and installation of carpet, vinyl, and tile. Carrying on the 25-year tradition at J&S Floor Covering Ashippun. 920-474-4244.
Peg and Cuff Funeral Home of Oconomowoc is the area's only family-owned home and is now in their 4th generation of serving the community. Hey, got your Century card? I do. I'm Janny Lee and shop where I shop. Medecky, Century of Sussex, and West Dallas. Get your Century card. Get some value. Medecky, Century Foods.
Silver Lake Auto Center, your American car care center, making your auto care smooth sailing, where you can buy the right tire at the right price for every vehicle. Got a craving for a great lunch? Try Shooters in Sussex and try their daily specials. My favorite is Thursday tacos. Shooters, you'll go back to work with a smile on your face.
I'm Barb at Marvelous Mailboxes. Stop by my showroom to see a large selection of address plaques and other quality outdoor accents. We make your home look marvelous. Call 888-675-6245, or we are on the web at mailboxsuperstore.com.
Welcome back to Family Treasures Antique Appraisals here on PAX TV, and we are coming to you this week from Rock River Lanes in Fort Atkinson. They have got some of the best food. Everybody, all of my crew and all the appraisers, everybody's been mowing down here tonight. 920-563-9511. Call Rick over here if you have a birthday party or something you want going on. And remember to bring your antiques and your collectibles out. We have certified appraisers each week at each of these bowling centers. So, you know, this is free of charge, no gimmicks, and the cool ones like Karen's get to be on TV. And I guess we're having Rick's mom on in a little bit, too. Sharon Wendland, and how do folks get a hold of you?
I thought I already said that. By the way, I do not mow down food. I just wanted to say I have never mowed. Laughlin Appraisal Services in Madison, 608-873-4619.
Chris, who I know mows down food from the Hartford Antique Mall.
Thank you. 262-673-2311.
And I will let you continue with Karen then.
Out of here.
Karen has this great set of Blue Willow children's dinnerware.
Yes.
And I'll go real quick into the marks and how you do this, because we like to make you instant experts. And it says made in Japan. In 1891, everything that came onto our country had to be marked with a country of origin. So you started to see Germany and all that other stuff. But Japan used their word for their country, not our word for their country, so they marked it Nippon. So if you see anything that says Nippon, all that means is Japan. In 1921, we said you use our word for your country, not yours, and then you started to see made in Japan. So we can date it to after 1921. There you go. It is the very famous Blue Willow design that had been around for centuries. And the story that I told you is that it was the star-crossed lovers who couldn't get together, and they said a prayer, and they met as birds, and they could fly away together, and that's what the story means. And Chris can add in what she wants to about it, because we're both drooling over this. You have a complete set, and it's wonderful.
It's very, very collectible. Us girls, for some reason, go after this. You guys go after the fishing, we go after the blue.
Hold it still,
children's
Chris.
Blue Willow.
Yeah, don't
Pardon me. And the thing that makes her set probably worth more money is the fact that she has so many sweet serving pieces. You know, you've got the covered casserole. You've got this little serving bowl. I have yet, this is the first time I've ever seen an actual little soup bowl that goes with the set. So that's
fabulous.
It's the desire, you know, to own this that really drives the price up on this.
And
So what are we looking at price-wise
We are
on here?
looking at,
Well, you know, she had conservatively said about 5, and I had told her that now, which is so interesting, because usually our area is always lower than your area, and yet this is bringing more money now.
yeah.
And especially with these serving pieces, I would think she's, you know, in the $600-700 range with this.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's more than what I thought.
Karen, my new best friend. Notice we all remember your name now, huh?
Now we know who you are.
Now we know who you are, Karen.
I can still remember when I used to scrub these with soap and water when I
Oh,
was
sure.
little.
You were supposed to play with those.
Now,
things.
I want to
Look
make
how
sure
much
we
they're
get
worth.
Rick's. Can we leave this just sit here for the
Jen,
rest
can
of the
we
show?
talk-
Oh,
do we have,
okay.
how much time do we have? Because we have to talk about, I had never seen an egghead before. I mean, you know, aside from some of the people I deal with in business. But
I was considering marriage, but
yeah, I was going to say that, but mine's standing here. I don't want to insult it. But this is just so cute. This looks like something my grandma would have done in the 40s, you know. They had way too much time or something. But actually, Chris is quite familiar with eggheads, and not just the kind we date.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we had done an estate sale, and we had run into boxes of these, and they were all different. They were all different shapes of eggs. Some were, they honestly looked like ostrich eggs. They were huge, and then you had the little eggs. And unbeknown to us, we were thinking, well, these have got to be handmade, hand-painted. What kind of a value is this? And a collector came in, and when she stood there and said, well, I'll give you $25 an egghead, I went, oh, sew them. Yeah. And that's where I learned that these are actually very, very collectible.
Yeah, and I just sort of like,
Yeah.
I
And
said,
you
I
were
think
probably just thinking
$25
how
a piece,
silly.
so.
Yeah, and it was just
Yeah.
shoved in the bags with the plates.
Yeah. And usually your collectors are going to, you know, they know what they're buying.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And we want to make
They
sure
really
we
do.
get Rick's mom up here with her dish that she's showing off. Thank you, Karen.
thank you.
And don't
Thank you,
trip
Karen.
over a cord with
Don't
those
break
now
your
that you
egg
know.
or your
Please don't.
dishes.
Oh, God, I could see that.
And what is your first name?
Linda.
Linda?
Linda.
Linda's
Call me Ma.
Ma. I like her because she's got the same kind of voice I do.
Raspy. Here we've got a very nice carnival goldenrod. It's 3-footed. I'm going to put, I'm going to lay odds that this is probably a Fenton piece because I'm not seeing any early
gotta hold it
markings on it.
I'll hold it still, you talk.
Okay. And it does have, what would you call that, a deer?
Stag.
Stag, thank you. I knew with those antlers it was something.
Yeah.
And I was telling her that now goldenrod, for some ungodly reason, was mass-produced. If she had this same piece in a blue or a green, she could double to triple the price on it. But because she's got a great, great pattern here, I'm going to lay odds that, you know, I told her conservatively between $250 and $350, and I'm going to check a little farther for her.
Wow,
But
that's really great.
It's a great piece. It really is.
That's excellent. Good for you.
Now let's drop it.
Yeah, it is. It's
Now
Do we
I'm
have
going to
anything
move
else
back in
Okay.
between.
Do
No,
we
I
have anything
think.
else on deck?
How about my barrel furniture?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
well,
I
we
love
talked
your
about it a
barrel
little bit.
furniture. I said I'm taking it out piece by piece.
Yeah, they were
Have you
talking that
noticed?
depending on the region, it would be worth
Yeah.
more now. For Hartford area,
bring
it's
out-
not
It would
as
be lower.
much.
Yeah.
Do you want to
But-
bring out the horse and the clock? We got a couple minutes.
And a reminder that we are coming to you for Family Treasures from Rock River Lanes in Fort Atkinson this week. Next one up, you can April 16th see us at the Plaza Bowl. Bring your treasures out free of charge to Plaza Bowl on Durand Avenue in Racine. April 23rd, Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. April 30th, Olympic Lanes in South 27th Street in Milwaukee, and May 7th, Plank Road Bowling Center.
Okay, now, talk about the... Yeah, we'll
you're
talk
getting
about your
both.
clock
We got
really...
two.
Oh, we got 2 minutes? Okay.
Talk quick.
We have a probably 1920s, 30s clock that was in your family. And it works. And there's not a lot to say about clocks, and I know the clock, I looked at this and we were right in the same ballpark as far as price. Because what goes in clocks are novelty clocks, or like I told you, Bakelite. This is a veneer walnut. And I valued this at around $75. If this had been plastic, which is surprising, that plastic would go more, but Bakelite is just strictly plastic.
Makes sense.
You know, then you're looking at $300 or $400 and maybe more than that. So that's
Right.
just the strange thing in the world of antiques.
Wow, that's great. And what about the horse? I want to make sure
So
we get
it's-
everything in
Love
here.
the horse. Just think he's great. He's heavier than sin, but he's great.
He does have a boo-boo here
Yeah, we're going to fix his.
that you are going to get
Oh,
fixed.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Why do I want to sing Don Peachy's horse? See, keep your tail up.
He's great patinaed, and I told you, do not polish it.
Right.
Because that does take away the value. And really what it is some of the patina
They just
is...
don't want me to sing.
Yeah, that's right. It had a copper wash that's wearing off is really what it is, and you
Right.
don't want to rub the rest of it
Yeah.
off.
It just
Still
melts
has the
off.
blanket. Not marked anywhere, which is odd. We could not
That's
find a
true.
maker's
Okay,
mark.
about 30 seconds here.
So, you know, I set a conservative value of around $200.
Wow.
And it is worth
Pretty
getting,
more.
yeah, it is worth
It's a
getting
nice piece.
repaired because
I'm
once it is
thinking,
repaired, it will
yes.
go up in value. It will always be a repaired piece and not worth as much as a mint condition, but
And-
$200 to $250, I would think, would be a good area to start.
We like him.
Excellent. I want to thank you all for tuning in on PAX TV this morning. A big thank you to Rock River Lanes and Fort Atkinson for hosting the program. If you want more information, email us at familytreasures@hotmail.com. The Hartford Antique Mall, right in Hartford, 262-673-2311.
Good girl.
Laughlin
She remember.
Appraisal services,
Quickly, number.
608-873-4619.
I'm
Should know
Janny
that
Lee,
by
and
now.
be sure to tell a friend about PAX TV.
Welcome, everyone, to Lakeshore Lanes and the Windjammer Banquet Hall here in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'd like to introduce you to Janny Lee. Janny Lee from the Family Treasures Antique Appraisals.
Yeah. Bill, you did great. Sheboygan. you rock. I can't believe how many people showed up here from Sheboygan, including, and we want to be sure and thank your Sheboygan Press newspaper. I got to tell you something. Your job, my job, everybody's job is so much easier when our local paper is working with us, you know, in these communities. So Sheboygan Press, we had Gary Klein out here, the photographer. Jenny Keppert did a wonderful job, and if you are in the Sheboygan area, pick up the Sheboygan Press because they are nice folks and they certainly care about your community. So I think we should give them a hand. And as we said, we are at the brand new Windjammer Banquet Hall based in Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. This has only been open now for a few months, right?
We opened up right around the end of February. We started construction, November, right around the beginning of November. So.
And this was like a nightclub in here before.
Right, this was the Windjammer. Yeah, I'm sure there's quite a few people out there that remember the Windjammer Disco.
Yeah, the Windjammer Disco.
Sure, the Windjammer Disco.
I'm ready. I'm going to do the groove line already. So, and then you switched it over. This is beautiful. So, I mean, everything is brand new in here and fixed up and remodeled. You hold 300 people in this hall?
300, yes.
And you do your own catering, full service, DJ service, decorating the hall, weddings. My gosh.
Complete.
And you said you've been getting quite a few calls already booking this
Yeah,
place.
we average 2-3 a week for weddings right now. It's I think if you're gonna get married, you better call soon. It's that simple.
Yeah. And Lenny, I can see his pan in the halls here to get. Now let's talk a little bit about Lakeshore Lanes too, because we want to remind people that even though there's a lot of summer festivals and all of this stuff coming up, you are still open here, and there is, you know, the Bowling Proprietors Association. This is what this is about, is to let folks know these are family entertainment centers. These aren't bowling alleys no more. You know,
in the summer in Wisconsin,
yeah.
people usually when it rains, they love to come and bowl.
Right.
We've had a lot of times. We've got a beautiful state park right out here along the lake, and if guys are out camping, their families are out there camping, we'll be flooded with people if it rains.
Oh, sure.
So it's kind of nice.
But you do have open bowling and league bowling, and that goes on.
6 days a week during the summer we're open.
Oh, wow.
6 days a week.
So that's quite a bit then. Now you've got really good food up here, and you do your own pizza too now, don't
Sure,
you?
yep.
Yeah, pieces of 8, is it?
No, we just make our own.
Oh, you make your own?
Sure.
Oh, rock on. Well, how come we didn't get pizza out here, huh? My appraisers are salivating. We're keeping them busy. We're short one appraiser tonight, so she had a sick baby and couldn't make it. So anyway, so now you've also got all the other. Do you have volleyball in this location?
No volleyball,
as well?
no.
Okay, I didn't think so from where you were located, but I just wanted to make sure. Now, when you cater these affairs, you do this is all through your center here.
Right, we do all of the catering. We take care of the full service food, whether it's chicken and tips or chicken and ham. We can do steaks, whatever you'd like.
What's your regular menu, like from the bar, like during lunch hour? In the evening?
We have a charcoal grill, and we do full sandwiches, steaks.
You have steaks too?
Steak sandwiches. Mostly sandwiches and appetizers and stuff like that.
Okay, how do folks find you here in Sheboygan?
We're located right across from McDonald's on South Business Drive, 2519 South Business Drive, in fact.
It's so easy to find. I-43, exit 28, third light up, take a left, and you can't miss the place, you know?
We're on the Business Drive,
yeah. Yeah, it's really easy to find. Very hospitable folks here, as you can see. That's why we like to have the owners of the centers in. Now, we have been asking the owners of the centers to bring in their family treasures to make a better segue for us into the antique appraisals. Shamefully, Bill, tell all these antique people your story.
I'm sorry, but I guess I'm just a little too young for that. Maybe that's the problem.
That's a knife through my heart, and is your price going up next
Actually,
time around?
I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate that my parents are both still alive, and they have a lot of treasures, I'm sure, from their parents.
Sure.
So, you know, they're mostly.
Sniped something from over at Mom's house, you know? We've had some very interesting things coming through here.
Oh, it's unreal, unbelievable. I'm amazed.
I want to let you know where we're going to be in the upcoming weeks, because we are going to be back in the neighborhood again in a few weeks. Next show that you can come out to, we're going to be on our home turf, and that's May 7th at Plank Road Bowling Center. That's in Oconomowoc. And I have a feeling we're going to have an overkill crowd over there, so be patient, Oconomowoc. May 14th, Circle B Recreation, right up the road here in Grafton from Sheboygan. May 21st, I'm at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam. And on May 28th, Sheridan Lanes, you know Griff down there at Sheridan Lanes?
Sure.
Boy, him and the people down at Plaza Bowling Center, they got stuff going back and forth all the time.
Well, I think this will do nothing but grow. This is fabulous.
Oh, I think so, too.
Where can they go and have things appraised for free like this?
Well, and really have an opportunity to come in and see the different things that the centers have to offer, and that's what's been a surprise for me. And I learned early on in this gig, Don't call them bowling alleys no more.
Family entertainment
you know,
centers.
Between antiques and bowling centers or family entertainment centers, if we threw in cheese, I would cover every demographic in this state. You know that? Can we zoom in here on Rob Brinkman Construction? Because I want to remind you that they are at the Waukesha Expo Center, Rob Brinkman Pools, fiberglass pools, for the truckload pool and spa blowout sale. And this has been extended for one more week. Wouldn't it be cool to get Mom a pool for Mother's Day? I didn't make it up.
I need a hot tub.
Hot tub? Well, fiberglass pool wouldn't be bad either, I'm telling you. Rob Brinkman Construction, nice folks over there to do business with. Call Vicki and Rob at 262-567-6823. And again, that's at the Waukesha Expo Center, and that has been extended for one more week. Be cool, get Mom a pool for Mother's Day. Also, I'm going to turn this around. Marvelous mailboxes in Menominee Falls on Appleton Avenue. We usually have big exotic ones like big fish and stuff. I should have had something like that
for
up here.
Sheboygan, yeah.
Yeah, for Sheboygan. What was I thinking? Well, Marvelous mailboxes. You can shop online at mailboxsuperstore.com. And Forget Me Not Boutique, the lady who dresses me, and it's getting a little too warm for some of these clothes, I'm telling you. Forget Me Not Boutique on Main Street in Menominee Falls, petite to plus sizes. She's got some really nice spring and summer outfits coming in, so you check out Forget Me Not Boutique. We got a commercial in the show, you'll find it then. Got our appraisers out here, Laughlin Appraisal Services, and Hartford Antique Mall, and Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry. We'll be back with the family treasures from Sheboygan right after this. Welcome back to Family Treasures Antiques Appraisals here on PAX TV. I'm Janny Lee, and we are coming to you this week from Sheboygan. And Sheboygan rocks, man. We have had just a great turnout here. So in your travels this summer, you want to make sure to come on up here to Sheboygan and check out, if you've got a wedding or a banquet needs coming up, the Windjammer Banquet Hall inside Lakeshore Lanes here in Sheboygan. And their phone number, I don't have that handy here. What did I do with it? There we go, 920-458-1352, and that you can get a hold of Lakeshore Lanes and Windjammer Banquet Hall. 300 people, full service, can't go wrong. Russ from the Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry Exchange, thank you. We had you busy here for a while tonight, didn't we?
Yes, very busy.
And you found some cool stuff with this gentleman, and what's your name?
Roger T. Fisher.
And you're from Sheboygan?
Yes, I am.
And you've got something kind of interesting, I noticed, that Russ really liked it, so we'll let Russ talk about what you brought in.
Okay. Here's a couple of pieces of invasion money. When we crossed the channel into France, this was the only money that was allowable. It was called invasion money to us, and it's francs, and there was also a piece there called military script.
Okay, so Russ, you were very excited
to see this. He mentioned everything, but what's interesting here is the large denominations are worth a lot of money today. The $1, $5, $10, $100, $10 to $20 type. Small denominations like this bring about 50 cents to a couple dollars. But everybody saved the small size, and the large size becomes real valuable because nobody saved them.
Sure. Well, I suppose, I mean, that was their money. They were spending it.
Sure.
You know?
It was a lot of money.
Kind of like us tossing away a penny or, just leaving a penny lay or something.
Right,
you know?
right, exactly.
Yeah. Now, and these are yours, or how did you acquire this?
Yes, this was given to me when we were getting ready to cross the channel into France.
Wow.
And this was the money that we were instructed. The only money that we could use was this money right here. All other money was
null and void, huh?
Null and void, positively.
Wow.
Nothing else could be accepted except that.
Well, we've got just great things here in Sheboygan to show you. Again, we're coming to you from the Windjammer Banquet Hall inside Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan, and I know there's a lady here with a collection of Eddie Cantor things, and she is going to be right up next.
Thank you.
And now this time we've got Chris from the Hartford Antique Mall, and she has just got her work cut out for her tonight because poor Sherry from Laughlin Appraisal Services of Madison
stood me out.
Has a sick baby, so that makes sense. And what is your name, ma'am?
Shirley Litke.
And you're from Sheboygan?
Sheboygan.
And you brought in, which is something I was absolutely drooling over. And Chris, you want to tell us about this collection?
These are all, the era is kind of early, but For instance, here's a very young Bing Crosby. These are all autograph photos, which are highly collectible. And I was talking to Shirley about a lot of these. Here we got Shirley Temple. And everybody, I think, knows Eddie Cantor.
It is my absolute favorite, and I'm going to hold up the Eddie Cantor.
You just love the bulging eyeballs.
I just love Eddie Cantor. I have so much music of his.
Now, what you have here is a cross between collecting and the fact that these are photos and that they are signed was probably, it's good, it's better, but a lot of these are some pretty early ones. So my suggestion to Shirley was to call Sotheby's and send a letter off in Chicago, because they're going to let her know right off the bat if there is definitely, a collectible market for this.
Well, and I think that's one thing that I like about the appraisers that I do work with, and why I hand chose everybody I work with here, is because you guys are fair and honest and will steer people in the right direction.
Right.
Hartford Antique Mall, of course, in Hartford, area code 262-673-2311. Laughlin Antique Appraisals, Sherry and Scott, and their number, they're in Madison, 608-873. 4619, and Russ from the Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry, and I don't have his card up here. 262-781-4200. Yeah.
She's getting good.
I'm getting better. And folks, why don't you come on right up here? We have them on deck.
There you go, Shirley.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Shirley.
Don't forget.
And Chris was salivating. I'll let you folks step right up here.
Oh my goodness, this is an interesting story.
This is just great. We're going to try and keep this in about a minute or so. And what is your name?
Dean Decker.
And your wife and your daughter?
Debbie.
Danielle. Thank you for bringing this. And now, as I understood the story, you found this.
It was in the wall of our house when we bought it. It was a closet that was like hidden behind it. There was a bookshelf. We pulled out the bookshelf, and this is what was behind there.
That's a cool story. That's a great story.
The only thing that you could have found that would have been better would be gold. But this is a wonderful buggy. We've seen a few of these, never in this condition. It's probably because it was built behind a wall.
Yeah.
And it stayed this way. And they've got a very nice German doll in here. She does need some work. But the buggy, I would estimate it to be worth about $250, and the doll, because she's German, would probably, start out at about $500.
Did you have any idea when you found this? I mean, it had to be a cool find.
Oh, yes, it was just, we were flabbergasted, I guess would be the word.
Yeah, just to find things like that. And you live here in Sheboygan, you said? Yeah. Cool. Don't go digging apart the homes in Sheboygan, not looking for false fronts, huh? A reminder that we are coming to you from Windjammer Banquet Hall in Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. This is a great place to come and have some family entertainment. We are going to be at Grafton at Circle B Recreation with Family Treasures Antique Appraisals. And I've got a lady here in the audience tonight that said she's going to come and help me organize this, because I'm short 2 staffers and 2 appraisers tonight. So that's the way it goes. We've got more great family treasures here on PAX TV. And a reminder that we are coming to you from the Windjammer Banquet Hall here at the Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. And they do have summer leagues forming. They are open 6 days a week here at Lakeshore Lanes. So give them a call. Come on out. Their number is 920-485-1352. If you got an event coming up, Windjammer Banquet Hall. This is brand spanking new. Beautiful facilities, full bar, holds 300. They'll do everything from decorating and music and catering for you. It's a great opportunity. Again, Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. You give Bill a call at 920-485-1352. Don from the Hartford Antique Mall is with me, and Russ, you stepped up to the plate from the Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry Exchange. And what is your name, sir?
Fred Schnorr.
And you're from Sheboygan?
Sheboygan.
I've been hanging out with your family most of the evening here tonight, right. Yeah. And you've got a pocket watch. This was your father's, you said, right?
That's right.
So about how old is it?
According to the records that this gentleman looked up, it was purchased in 1920 or 1921.
Okay.
My dad would have been about 27, 28 years old at that time.
Now, I'm learning between Russ and Don here that pocket watches are similar to like the coins in that. Older is not necessarily better. It's different things mean different stuff. So I'm going to let you guys kind of talk about this pocket watch. And is this an original case? I've never seen one in a case like that.
No, that was separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These little holders you can buy separately.
No, I never saw
them. And it's a good way to preserve the watch itself. And we took a look at this one, And we found that it's a nice Hamilton, and it was made, like he says, in about, what is it?
1920, 21.
21, yeah. And this is a little unique because it has a hinged case on it. I can't get it open, but the bezel over the dial comes up, and then the back stays, and you lift the movement out of it. Very unique compared to a lot of watches. And it's a 17 jewel, which is a kind of a premium. They start at 7, work all the way up to 21.
Okay.
But Hamilton was known to make beautiful watches, real fine quality. They made quality watches for the Air Force and anything that needed precision watches. Hamilton was right there helping, especially during the war times, you know.
And
they
that's
made
excellent condition, too.
Yeah, they made chronometers.
And this works and everything, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, and they made chronometers and.
Here, why don't we see if we can hold this
We
up?
had Hamilton chronometers on our destroyer during the war.
Yeah, and right now those Hamilton chronometers, they're bringing about $1,200.
I should have took one going home. They
Yeah, you
scrapped the
should have.
ship.
That would have been a good investment. You
So
know?
now what did you figure this is worth, Don?
I think I said around $175 to $200.
And then do you agree with this? Because I know that in different markets are worth different things.
It is not a.
You've
It
looked
is
at
not
some
a.
other watches. I wrote down on the back of here what you told me. It was $250 to $275.
$250 to $275.
Whoa, see the price is going down.
Yeah.
It's depreciating on you
Yeah.
as you speak here.
Actually, it's not a 14 karat gold, but it's a 14 karat gold overlay. And it's
Okay.
a very good quality because in the back here, you can see where there was wear, but it still hasn't gone through the layer of gold.
Now, I know that you clocks and watches and pocket watches are your specialty, but at Greater Coin, Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry, now, do you buy them for being in working condition, or are you looking more for the value as far as gold content?
Well,
or?
no, if they're working, they're worth a lot more.
Oh, okay.
They're worth
But otherwise, I know you buy like scrap jewelry and this
Right,
kind of
right.
stuff too, just for the weight and it's gold and that, right?
Right.
Or silver. What's hot right now? I mean, what's worth money right now?
Scrap gold.
Scrap gold. I know we had that
We
Cougar
buy a
on
lot
or
of-
something on.
Yeah.
$325 for a
We
Cougar
buy a
on
lot
a
of
few weeks
rings,
ago.
scrap rings and chains and things like that.
And
Because
now-
gold is high right now.
Yeah, that's what
good
you were
time
saying
to
at the,
sell.
I forget what show we were at, because it's all a blur now, but I remember the guy with the Cougar on, I wanted to be his new best friend. So, Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry Exchange. Russ, you want to give out your phone number?
781-4200, area code 262.
And the Hartford Antique Mall.
673-2311.
And you can get a hold of Laughlin Appraisal Services. Unfortunately, they're not here tonight. They have a sick baby. But that's area code 608. 873-4619 for Laughlin Appraisal Services. All of my appraisers are certified appraisers, and I only work with the best. And this is why I really have hand-selected all of these folks. Reminder that we are coming to you from the Windjammer. He hates that I'm looking at my cheat sheet, the Windjammer Banquet Hall in Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan. If you've got an event coming up or you'd like to join one of the summer leagues or coming out with the family, have dinner, have a pizza, and just enjoy yourself here at the Family Recreation Center. And their number is area code 920-458-1352. And I guess we are going to be back. We've got some more cool family treasures. We have got an old telephone that is from Russia, I think I heard, somewhere along the line. And we'll be back with more right after this.
Did a very nice piece.
Thank you.
With who? Why don't I look cute? I'm all wired.
Welcome back to Family Treasures Antique Appraisals here on PAX TV. Coming to you this week from Lakeshore Lanes in Sheboygan in the beautiful Windjammer Banquet Hall. And holds 300 people. If you would like more information on league bowling or anything going on here at Lakeshore Lanes, rent this room out for your holiday party coming up. I know it seems early, but believe me, they book fast. 920-458-1352. Chris from the Hartford Antique Mall, and our guest right now is
Ed Nenig.
Dawn Nennig.
And you have a phone. I love phones. Chris, I do.
I love
I was
phones.
telling off camera, I said, I do. I love the phone. It's glued to my ear. I always figure if I would lend the person $5, I'd call them long distance. My dad says now the key is to see who'd pay me back. So, so tell us about this phone, because this is pretty cool.
This is neat. This is a German phone.
Hallo?
Hello?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch. And for a phone collector, this is really a nice piece. And you said you bought this at a barn sale?
In Adel, yes. It was just a barn sale we went
And
to.
can we ask what you paid for it?
$75.
Yeah.
Okay,
See?
he done good then, I
Yes,
take
he
it.
did, because these run about $325, $350. to a collector.
Wow. Did you, I mean, what possessed you? Did you know it was worth something? Are you collectors?
He thought it was cool.
Yeah, we
We
just
just-
like the looks of it and
Yeah.
we just started collecting, so.
Wow. See, now I have a picture of me with my first phone. I'm about 2 years old, holding it up like this, a little toy phone. And then I went out to Universal Studios and I'm by the big phone in the Lily Tomlin movie when she was the Incredible Shrinking Woman. So I have them side by side to just show how I had graduated over the years with the telephone. Thank you guys so much for bringing this in. We appreciate it. Now we've got a lady here with a nice
Here you go.
Victorian footstool. A reminder that in the upcoming weeks, May 7th, we're at Plank Road Bowling Center in Oconomowoc. May 14th, we are at Lakeshore Lanes, I'm at Lakeshore Lanes. We're at Circle B Recreation Center in Grafton. And on May 21st, Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam. Bring out your family treasures. And what's your name?
Marty Trost.
And you're from Sheboygan?
Sheboygan Falls.
Okay.
She brought in this cute little, well, it's really a combination thing. It's a walnut. It can be used piano bench, footstool, and it does open, so I would probably use it for a sewing box.
Oh.
But it's a nice little piece. She's redoing it. She has some of the original material inside, which is shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to be redoing that, and I told her that, you know, this piece in the malls would probably sell for about $250.
And where did you, was this a family piece then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it was what, grandma's or mom's or?
Great-grandma's.
Great-grandma's. Oh, so that
Yeah.
is quite old.
Mhm.
Well, that's cute. You know, and I like the cross-section of things we've had tonight. And I wish our coin guy hadn't run off on Russ because we found a very cool coin up here in Sheboygan. Maybe he'll come out to Circle B. We want to thank Bill from Lakeshore Lanes for hosting the program today here on PAX TV. The Windjammer Banquet Hall seats 300 people, full service here. Call up for their summer leagues and, oh heck, call up for their fall leagues. They book fast. 920-458-1352. And my gosh, my appraisers, Chris from the Hartford Antique Mall, you've worked your butt off tonight. I know you have, hon, and we appreciate it.
A lot of people tonight.
Area code 262-673-2311. You won't find anybody more honest in the antique business than the folks I'm dealing with. Russ from Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry Exchange. Call him at 262-781-4200. And Laughlin Appraisal Services, 608-873-4619. I'm Janny Lee, and be sure you tell a friend about PAX TV. I know.
It could even be higher because it's so unusual. The one thing that always takes away from it are initials. What are you going to do? They did that. Yeah, that's a very nice piece. This is a nativity set that was carved by our great-grandfather. It's just so pretty. And then that's Joseph. Yes. Staff. He was all by hand. Yes, he did. Oh my gosh. Did you have a setting? Not the original. Okay. That was paper mache and just, yes, it was.
The little lambs
It
and
has
stuff?
everything, the lambs, Jesus. Yes, it does. And
Well, this and the Jesus was recently done.
but this
Okay.
was this
But
went
that
with,
was
with
with
the,
him.
Yeah. And then the little lambs here. I just love it. I just love
There were a bunch of things.
it.
Welcome to Family Treasures here at Watertown Bowl. I am Bob. I'm the owner here at Watertown Bowl, and with me this evening is Janny. Janny runs the Family Treasures.
Family Treasures.
Yes.
Yay! They're very good, Bob. I know I put you right on the spot with that one, and I said right before we opened, I said, "So Bob, how would you like to open the show?" So we are at Watertown Bowl 18 tonight. That's at 102 Katy Street in Watertown. Bob, of course, you've had this place a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been here since 1971 and bought it in '84. So
I think I broke my toe here. I did. I did. When it was a Farmington All-Stars 4-H club. And we came here and had a bowling party, and I dropped the ball on my foot.
that was probably before I owned it.
I don't know. I don't know. It had to be, yeah, maybe it was.
Okay.
It was probably before you owned it. That's all right. The statute of limitations on broken toes from bowling balls probably has run out.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that we're really promoting with the Bowling Proprietors Association and going to all these different locations with Family Treasures is to really show off the bowling centers, because these aren't just bowling alleys anymore. I mean, these are family entertainment centers. And tell us some of the things that you've got to offer here at Watertown Bowl.
Well, we, along with bowling, obviously, one of the few of the big things have been getting families involved. Number one, with our bumpers, we now children down to 3 can bowl and have fun and knock pins down. That's a big thing. We do a lot of youth bowling birthday parties, which is real popular. People
And those are very inexpensive, too,
Yes.
isn't it? I mean, for the group to come in.
Right. You come in and spend your time, and the kids can have some fun. We feed the kids, and you go home and your house is clean.
That's the nice part, yes. That is a biggie. Now, a lot of folks tend to kind of forget about bowling over the summer months because they think, well, you're shorter hours, of course, because you guys need a break, too. I mean, you're so busy through the fall and winter. So what are your summer hours here at Watertown?
Our summer hours are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings from 6 o'clock till close. If you have a group, have a special day or something, and call ahead and make arrangements, we will open up special for group things, obviously.
But this is so cool, too. Now, the schools have bowling as part of their Phi-Ed classes or something, gym class, don't they?
Yes, they do. We do a lot of school things. They bus them down from the high school. This time of the year, a lot of the schools are doing little field trips. They come down for 2 hours, and we turn the lanes on, let them have a little fun, and it's been a real popular thing for the schools, and inexpensive once again.
They didn't do anything like that when I was in school. We had volleyball and creative dance. Of course, it was the 70s, you know? So, now I'm dating myself. Now, it's time to get thinking about the fall leagues as well, to sign up for those, correct?
Yeah, our fall leagues will be organizing. We get those fired up the end of August, right around Labor Day, and you got a group that's interested in getting together for organized league. Have your own special time to bowl, and it's your time, no waiting. You're signed up to bowl on a night, and the lanes are there every week for you. So.
And they have these automatic scores, too, which I think is great, you know?
Makes life easy.
Oh, I'll tell you, I never did get the hang of that. Again, Watertown Bowl 18 is at 102 Katy Street in Watertown. What's the phone number here, Bob?
261-1796.
And that's area code 920. Now, Bob and I were looking at this before the show. One of our sponsors, of course, is Marvelous Mailboxes on Appleton Avenue in Menominee Falls. And I wanted this pink flamingo mailbox. So what does she give me? Some assembly required. Look at this. Bob and I have decided that you'd have to be a genius we need an engineering degree to put this together. So, here, wait, I'm going to get all the pieces out just so I do justice. I mean, isn't this great here? You hold this head up there.
Obviously, that's where that goes.
Yep, there we go. And then we got the nice flamingo legs. What do you... It comes with all these pieces. I would recommend have her assemble it. You know, look at this. I'm not smart enough. I don't know about you, but I'm not smart enough to get
It would
this.
probably take a couple hours. We could get it done.
I kept bugging her. I'm like, I want the pink flamingo one. So, Marvelous Mailboxes on Appleton Avenue in Menominee Falls. Put this together for me next time. What's the matter with you? We're going to be back with Family Treasures coming to you from Watertown Bowl 18 right after this. Okay, thank you. Okay. Thanks. You were very good.
Done with me?
about a year ago, and they still have, because usually that will start to deteriorate.
Hey, you're watching Family Treasures here on PAX TV. I'm Janny Lee, and we are coming to you from Watertown Bowl 18 at 102 Katy Street in Watertown, hosting the program. You know, the Bowling Proprietors Association wants to remind you that, you know, the centers have shorter hours in the summer, but this is a good time to sign up for the fall leagues, bring in the birthday parties. I mean, these are not bowling alleys anymore, let me tell you. Watertown Bowl 18, again, on Katy Street in Watertown. Want to thank Catherine's Class Acts at 111 South Main Street in Oconomowoc. She's been providing the outfits, and I got to tell you something cool about this outfit. It comes with the long skirt, a pair of pants, the top, and the jacket, and the whole 9 yards. I think is under $170, I believe. I mean, for a 4-piece outfit, you couldn't find a suit like that. So, Catherine's Class Acts, thank you very much. It's a comfortable outfit to wear. And I am going to sit down now. We've got Russ from the Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry, and you actually found a score, I hear tonight.
Yes.
And what is your name, sir?
John Stenberg.
John?
John, his wife actually bought some coins for investment years ago. Actually paid too much for them at the time. But what we've got here is some Carson City silver dollars with the little CC mint mark on the backs, which makes them valuable because they didn't make a lot of Carson City coins from Carson City, Nevada. And they're brilliant uncirculated coins. They came in original roll, and if the one you see here has got a little tarnish on it, that does not hurt the value of the coins. These coins average at least $100 per coin is what they're worth today. And they'll probably go up in value as time goes on because of their perfect condition that they're in. Also, he has some nice bullion coins, what we call bullion coins. They're worth just basically the value of the gold that's in them. They're produced by Switzerland, or Swiss, in Netherlands. There's the Netherlands 10 guilder pieces, Swiss 20 francs, 10 franc pieces. Certain countries came out with gold coins. English came out with the gold sovereign pieces. All these coins are just traded for just the gold value. So I think he's done all right. Got a lot of nice merchandise here.
Yeah, I know you were pretty excited to see this. You said your wife had purchased these, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how many years ago was that?
I think in 1984, I believe, is when she purchased it.
So, but he's coming out ahead on the deal, right?
Not really. Well,
No?
The CC's dollars are up, but the gold from what they originally paid, I think they paid way too much money for them.
Oh, okay.
They didn't buy them from a reputable dealer.
Now, we did have another couple ladies that had some great stuff, but they took off on us, huh?
Yes. The one gal had some silver dollars, $18.99 from the San Francisco Mint, which was worth about $20 to $30. The same coin in $18.99 from the Philadelphia Mint is worth about $150, but she had the other one.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, if you would like more information from the Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry Exchange, you can call Russ. Fair and honest appraisals. You buy scrap jewelry, gold, coins, whatever. Buying all the time.
Buying all the time.
Buying all the time.
We got some bullion coins here that are worth about $350 range from Austria also.
So, folks get a hold of you. You want to give your phone number?
781-4200, area code 262.
And he's right on Capitol Drive in Calhoun. We're going to be back with more Family Treasures.
All right, that wasn't too bad.
And coming to you from Watertown Bowl 18 on Katy Street in Watertown, we've got Chris from the Hartford Antique Mall up in Hartford, next to in that new shower Performing Arts Center. Yeah, it's a beautiful building up there.
It is nice. They did a nice job.
Now, are you looking for any booths, exhibitors or anything?
Yeah, we have a couple booths open right now.
Okay, it's a cute place, Hartford Antique Mall, and next to the Auto Museum. You can make a whole day of it up in Hartford. And Earl has brought in stained glass that we're trying very hard not to break.
Yes.
I will let you, I know you've got the history on this, Chris.
Right. Earl was telling me that this came out of a Sears house. And about 1930?
About that time, yes.
Yeah. And this is a camed glass. Nowadays, we see a lot of copper foil glass, which we refer to as lead glass, but this is camed. And it just makes the window sturdier because years ago, they used them as windows. We use them more for decoration now. And I was telling him it's in beautiful condition. We don't have any slices, nothing. None of the glass is broken, chipped. And it'd probably be about $350 to $400 window.
Wow.
And I told him it was too bad he didn't have about 4 of them.
Yeah. Did you have any idea, Earl, it was worth that much?
It sounds like a very attractive price
Yeah.
for some buyer.
I was going to say, I think you're buying the drinks tonight, Earl. Right here at Watertown Bowl, huh?
There's a lot more to come.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, we've got a lady, and Chris, we're going to keep you up here because we've got a lady with a neat clock we're going to show too.
Okay.
And continuing with Chris from the Hartford Antique Mall. And what is your name?
Kathy.
Kathy, and what's your name? Bryce. Can't you, you're not going to talk into the microphone, Bryce? Well, smile up there at the guy with the camera, though. We have gotten some great treasures here at Watertown Bowl 18 tonight. So I'll hold it still so he can focus on this, Chris.
I know, I've got this thing.
Like a hawk. Tell us about this clock. Now, is this something that was in your family?
It's my great-grandmother's.
Okay. And Chris, what do you know about it?
This is a Gilbert. She chimes on the hour and the half, right? They refer to them as mantle clocks. This one is a little more decorative than most. You see the ones that kind of hump like a camel, and they're all in a wooden case. This one is definitely more decorative, but it is an American-made clock. And I told her that it's in working condition, that it would probably sell between $350 and $400.
Wow. Now, you said it was okay if she wants to dust it or polish it?
Yeah, she needs to definitely clean it. I don't know, how long have you had it?
10 years.
Do you wind it?
I used to.
Okay. What you probably should do is you should really take this into a reputable clock repair, and have them at least go over it and oil it for you. Because so much grime builds up, and then the works stop working. And you find this thing is like a cuckoo clock. It's going off when it shouldn't be. And so if you do that, and it just makes the value of the clock more, when you take care of the mechanics.
And just Hawkins Clock Center on 73rd and Greenfield are a sponsor of ours. So you can go in there. They do clock repair. They're really fair.
Right.
My dad took in some stuff that was my grandmother's to be fixed there. So there you go. And the reason I asked about the polishing it, and I think you did too, is so often you hear we should leave these things in the original condition or don't do
Well, when this came in original condition, it had a high lacquer finish. And a lot of, you can see here, this was all gilded. This is a pot metal. And that's going too. That I wouldn't mess with. I would clean up the clock. You can definitely use a polish on it, not one of, you want more of a paste polish, but that you can do. But your metal, you're almost better off leaving as is.
And you can, if you want to get something appraised or get more information on antiques or get a booth at the Hartford Antique Mall, you can call Chris at area code 262-673-2311. I'm getting smart on this. Also, I want to thank Rob Brinkman Construction. They have the fiberglass pools, and I butcher this ad every week, don't I? I just butcher it. I know it. I hope they don't watch. Tell Brinkman not to watch this show, okay? This year, vacation in your own backyard. The fiberglass pools strengthen with age. They never deteriorate, maintain flexibility, and have a resilient, durable finish. Too many families are vacationing at home. Today, many families are vacationing at home. Too many families are doing this at home today. Oh, the heck with it. Call Rob Brinkman Construction. Let him give you the sales pitch. That's not my job. They're nice folks. Their number is 567-6823, and we're going to be back with more family treasures right after this. Butcher that. Are we on? Finally, we got Sherry from Laughlin Appraisal Services of Stoughton, and we found something very neat to put on TV for Sherry, but we also found my friend Brenda Arnold. I found Brenda Arnold.
I'm not the antique.
No, she's not. She's younger than I am.
So even if this wasn't neat, we'd still have to have her on.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know? We just wanted to taunt our old boss that we used to work before, so yeah. And we're still a pair. A reminder, we are coming to you from Watertown Bowl 18 on Katy Street in Watertown. And what is this?
Well, it's a sick call kit for last rites for the Catholic religion.
Oh, okay.
Right. Priests, apparently, what I've learned is that priests used to be the only ones to have them, and I'm not a priest, so.
No,
and I'm not even Catholic, so. But I do collect some Catholic items, and I don't know why. I just like the beauty and the artwork in it. But selling religious things is kind of tough, especially because it's very Catholic, and a lot of people don't collect that. But these are pretty common, and some of them are quite intricate and very fancy. This is simpler. If it were fancier and sterling silver, they can go up to $1,000 to the right collector. This is just a pot metal, and it is missing things. It's kind of damaged. In this condition, it's probably $125, $150. You asked if it was worth getting fixed up, and I would do that. I would, find the little parts. It really doesn't need tons and tons of work, and I would go to the work of getting it fixed up, find the pieces that you're missing. You do have a Jesuit's priest cross in here, which probably didn't come with a sick call box. This was the original crucifix, but this one has a skull and crossbones on the bottom, and this was carried by the Jesuits, and I know that because I have a friend who works in the museum that was trying to find a Jesuit priest cross. I went, I don't know what that is, but I think I got one. So, but it's kind of a neat thing. So I would get it fixed up.
Family, or where did this
No,
come
I
from?
picked it up about 15 years ago at an auction.
Okay, what'd you pay, Brenda?
Paid $60 for it.
Oh, well, so that turned out okay.
Yeah.
But it was in better shape than one of the kids got a hold of.
So now you can blame the kid. So fix it up, and then you might have, $175 to $200 item.
Cool.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you
thank
came
you.
out. And Sherry's going to stick around. We've got a religious theme going. So
Yeah.
we're going to...
Okay.
And we're still with Sherry from Laughlin Appraisal Services of the Madison area. How do folks get a hold of you, by the way?
We are in right near the Madison area in Stoughton, and our number is 608-873-4619.
And, just a reminder, my appraisers that you see on the show here, Family Treasures, are available to do private appraisals. You want to contact Greater Milwaukee Coin and Jewelry Exchange, you can contact Russ right there, Hartford Antique Mall, or Laughlin Appraisal Services. They are available to come out.
Yeah.
You guys go right to the homes and do this too, right?
Sure, we will. We do a lot of
estates
estate things where people are trying to divide up, and they don't want a written insurance appraisal. They just kind of want to know what it's worth because they either want to sell it or they want to divide up the property among
Evenly,
people.
right.
And they want to make sure that everybody's getting the fair amount. So, so it is real common.
We've got a religious theme going here, and you said your name is Dorothy?
Right.
And you're from Watertown?
Right.
Now, where did you get this picture, Dorothy?
It's from my grandma.
From your grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that makes probably old, right?
Oh, really old.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
I'm old.
I'm not going there.
I know, I'm walking away from that one too. But was your grandma an organist in
No,
church?
she
Was that okay? Because this is Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of organists, and you see these a lot in the malls. Is that okay? But I'm blocking Dorothy's face here. But everybody writes it down as lady playing piano with angels or cherubs or something, and a lot of people don't know who she is. But it is the patron saint of organists, and she sells pretty much for around $65, $75 in the shops. So, to the right person who is an organist, people really like her and remember who she is.
Were you pleased with the appraisal?
Well, I just didn't know what it was worth.
Yeah, it is.
And I think it's kind of neat to find out. I mean, like replacement value or just I think it's good to know what these things are worth.
Yeah, it is early 1900s, probably 1905 to 1910. I think these were printed, or right in the early 1900s.
Okay, now what's our instant expert tip this week, Sherry? You
Our
always
instant
have,
expert
you
tip
always
this
have
week.
an instant expert.
Okay, I'll tell you. To tell a print from a painting, because we get a lot of people in here with pictures that they think are paintings, and they go, "What is a painting?" Look at a picture, and if you see little dots, it's a print, because the screening process would be, now this is old enough that it would have real small dots, or almost a smoother finish to it. But a paint, you will see paint, you will actually see brush strokes. And a print, you will see a dot system that was used when they screen painted it. So,
And there you have our instant expert from Sherry Wendland.
Well, you put me on the spot.
Yeah. Reminder, we're coming to you from Watertown Bowl 18 on Katy Street in Watertown. For more information on their birthday parties, league bowling, bumper bowling, fall leagues are signing up. You can call Bob over here at Watertown Bowl Yeah, Watertown Bowl at 920-261-1796. And believe me, you're going to have, isn't he a nice guy?
Oh, yeah.
The owner
very
of the
nice
center here.
place.
Yeah, they're just really warm folks here. We'll be back with more Family Treasures on PEX TV.
That's why it's yeah.
And we're coming to you from Watertown Bowl 18 at 102 Katy Street in Watertown. Hey, you know, just because it's summertime doesn't mean you can't come on over and enjoy yourself here at Watertown Bowl. Plan a kids party or on a grown-up party. Get them to put the bumpers on the lane so that you can. Yep, they always do this for the kids. What's that about? I should have asked Bob about that one. Watertown Bowl is also forming their fall leagues. So if you'd like more information on a spring or fall league, call Watertown Bowl at 261-1796. And believe me, you will be treated great here at Watertown Bowl. Also, now we got all the appraisers stepping up to the plate. Now we're doing Phil. So Russ,
Who's Phil? Long day. I'll hold this up.
One of the fellows came in today with this sheet of 1, 2, 3, and a $5 note from Watertown. And brand new condition. They're actually quite rare in this condition. And they were made in about 1863, Civil War era. And like I say, they're probably worth about $7,000 to $1,000, a sheet like this. And it's really neat because from Watertown.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
We printed our own money, but it's not worth that much, is it?
They're not signed, and that's one of the
They're
problems.
worth
A lot
as
of
much as
banks
my
went bankrupt in those days because they came out with their own money, and that's what this basically is, issued by the bank. And when they're not signed, so they were never used when we're not signed.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you that about the Bank of Watertown. I didn't know that the individual banks made their own.
They actually made their own money at the time.
And the individual states had their own money,
Yes.
their own currency.
Yes.
I asked you before the camera started rolling, and I got scolded that, you know, you see the Civil War currency, and you would think that, because I asked you, is a Confederate currency worth more? And you said no. Which kind
Well, the Confederate currency it used to be worth very little, but now it's becoming quite collectible. And the Southern Confederate currency is very popular because you can get more of it down south, and so it's real popular. Up here, it's not very collectible. We have some pieces that are stored, just that they don't sell very fast.
So it's a regional collectible, just
Right.
like so many
Exactly.
of them. Depends
Exactly.
on where. Okay.
Now, Russ, how do folks get a hold of you? You've got two locations. I keep forgetting to mention
We
the
got
Waukesha
one in Waukesha. My son runs that store at 615 North Barstow in Waukesha, and our store is in Brookfield, and it's just north of Capitol Drive on Calhoun Road.
And the number is 262?
781-4200.
And Chris, you are a problem child tonight. How many Ziffendales did this gal have, Bob?
Because I wanted to say tonight.
This is a beat up. Russ, you're with me, right? Thank you.
She's real good tonight,
Chris from
really.
the Hartford Antique Mall, you are so much fun. I just love the chemistry all of you guys have with each other. You've got booth space for rent over there?
Yeah, we do have a couple booths available. We're at 147 North Rural. We're in the Shower Performing Arts Center.
Next to the Auto Museum.
Next to the Auto Museum, and our number is 262-673-2311.
And Sherry from Laughlin Appraisal Services out by Madison area. What I find interesting is that over the course of the weeks, we're learning that, you know, things in different regions are worth, you know, valued differently too.
Right,
Yeah.
correct.
And like Madison, the retro stuff is real popular.
Very popular.
And
yeah.
Chris said out in this area, not so much. Because when we were at Fort Atkinson and they had the barrel furniture, Chris is going, you know, Sherry was, I could do this in Madison.
Yeah, or my kids both live in the Twin Cities, and up there, you know, we were trying to move my kids in, and people are trying to snatch up our furniture from us because it's all the barrel stuff and all the stuff that we look at and go, bad taste bomb exploded in America in the 1970s. But, you know, to the kids, that's old.
Yeah.
So I think in college towns is where the retro is really popular.
Now, all of you folks, and your phone number is 608-873-4619. All of the appraisers are available to come out and do estate appraisals or come to your home to do appraisals. So, you know, I mean, if you have a need for that, not just estates. Well, you were saying earlier that if
Insurance
they were
purposes.
Insurance,
right.
Yep.
Sometimes, yeah, it's a death. There's sometimes, you just never know.
Or just to divide things up fairly. Now, we were talking about that. I don't know if that was on camera or not, that people have, you come in and appraise things just so that each kid gets, you know, the fair amount, you know?
And if we don't know it, we can always, one of us can always direct you to somebody who does.
And I think that's what people don't realize when they first come in. They're waiting and waiting and waiting, but everybody collaborates on this. All my appraisers work together, and we get a lot of crossover things where, you know, like tonight we had several pocket watches that happened to come in, and you know, and so Russ also does pocket watches and stuff. So you aren't just coins, currency, and stamps, you know?
We all seem to know a little bit about something.
So, okay, I guess I'm getting counted out. When he said 3, I thought we were done. I'm Janny Lee. Be sure you tell a friend about Family Treasures here on PAX TV.